The fight for abortion rights is about the fight for democracy. The Supreme Court is hearing a case on December 1st that calls into question Roe versus Wade. When abortion rights are under attack, it's not just that we are looking to the courts to answer a constitutional question, but it's our entire systems of democracy and justice that are at stake. What it means when voting rights are under attack, what it means when big money influences our politics, what it means when we don't have a diverse judiciary. All of those questions come into play. And those are all the things that we work on here at the Brennan Center. And that was why we wanted to raise our voices at this time.
If the Supreme Court overturns Roe, as it seems poised to do, there's going to be a cascade of harmful consequences for all people who can become pregnant, and especially for low-income people and low-income Black women. Low-income people and low-income women of color specifically are already overly burdened by abortion restrictions. People who are wealthier and whiter will have more flexibility and the resources to leave the state to access abortion elsewhere. That's not an option for low-income people and people of color more generally. If we see the outright criminalization of abortion, which we're already seeing a bunch of the building blocks for, including current criminalization of pregnancy, we're going to see low-income Black women in particular criminalized a lot more, especially as Black people are more likely to have to experience miscarriages or stillbirth. So all of these factors are coming together in a way that forces a dual deprivation on people, and that not only are we going to lose control over our bodies, we lose our ability to participate in the body politic. This is not a new practice for outsourcing enforcement of unconstitutional laws to just regular citizenry. We've dealt with this before in the segregation context and in the voting rights context, rogue agents on behalf of the state would try to block people, especially Black people, from accessing their rights.
By deputizing these private citizens and having them go sue in state court, it's almost taking the state judges and the state clerks and forcing them to be the enforcers of the law when they hear these cases brought by private citizens who are attempting to enforce the law. So it's a really concerning way of trying to take the state judicial system and use it to override federal rights. Wouldn't just be limited to reproductive rights, even though those are extremely important in their own right. We could also see this sort of attempt to evade the federal judicial enforcement of rights to vote, rights to bear arms, if one's coming at it from the conservative perspective. It really could be used in a kind of really disturbing way across the board.
Decriminalized reproduction and accessible abortion are both necessary parts of a free, fair, and functioning democracy.
The fight for abortion rights is about the fight for democracy, and it's also about the fight for equal justice for all.